Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another Money Shot Monday with your boy Kash. I finally finished my full transition from Oahu, Hawaii to Wichita Falls, Texas. So I'm here, Texas. Where y'all at, man? If you know any models in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, Southern Oklahoma, honestly anywhere, because now that I'm back stateside, I'm willing to travel and I want to get out. I want to meet people. I want to get more involved in the photography community. But for right now, we're gonna flip back to some shoots that I did before I left Hawaii that I didn't get to put out for you guys. This next shoot is with this model named Carly. She was amazing as always. I don't know how I have the luck of finding so many amazing models, but let's check it out. All right, before we get into this shoot, I just gotta say this. OMG, I miss Hawaii. Like, I'm already planning a trip back. I got some friends there. Y'all know who y'all are. When I call you, when you see my text, hey, your boy need a place to stay. Help a brother out. We all know how expensive it is there. Let's look at this footage right here. Look at this footage. Like, this is just at one park in Hawaii of me turning 30-degree angles, and all these activities are going on around me. So let's go ahead and get into this shoot because and I'm getting depressed even just thinking about it right now. Let's go. All right, so let's get into this shoot. This one went just like most of my other collaborations. From an idea that I had, and then I pitched the idea to the model. Carly really liked it, and she wanted to do it. So I think, honestly, choosing the right wardrobe for a beach shoot or any shoot is like key for me. So we found this idea of this one-piece zipper kind of surfer type outfit. She found one. I'm not exactly sure where she got it from, but I think it fit the shoot perfectly. The zipper works really well. I think the black contrast against the colorful background and backdrops in the water, in the sunset, everything just worked perfectly. It's simple but sexy, and then the zipper adds some versatility for the looks. That's gorgeous. So you have a little, yeah, I was about to say you have a little bit of hair. Beautiful. And look over your right shoulder. Yep, that's it right there. Got it. I have my Canon R6 24-70 lens. The behind the scenes right now is being recorded with my GoPro. I think it's amazing. I can just put it on my hot shoe and record. No matter how I flip it, it still stays in landscape mode. So that's amazing. And it kind of gives you a POV of what I'm seeing. Reset one more time. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's go. Okay. All right, got it. So as you guys can probably tell, that the edited pictures have been color graded, and also the video has been color graded that I took with my R6. And this just lets you know the importance of color grading your work versus just the raw that is coming out of the GoPro. So, speaking of equipment, I've actually been thinking about going back to Nikon. If you haven't followed my journey, my first camera was a crop censored Nikon. I can't remember the model. Then I remember moving up into the D750, full frame, amazing camera, still a workhorse. And then I went to the first Nikon Z6. That's where Nikon kind of lost me. I don't think it was well developed or well thought out. Mirrorless, great. The first generations of Nikon mirrorless, not so great.
We have a problem. We have a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have problems.
So I went over to Canon because I never explored any other body styles besides Nikon, and I got the R6, amazing camera, I love it. But I don't know. Let me know, like, anybody out there have a Nikon mirrorless, really thinking about going with the Z6III? Heard amazing things about the quality of the video and the photos. So if you have any information, you want to drop me a review down here, yay or nay on the Nikon Z6, let me know. I know all the Sony people gonna come out the woodworks. Sony. I don't know. I'm just not a Sony guy. But let me know about the new Nikons. How y'all feeling about them? Yeah, and then this leg, yes, yep, leg that's supposed to me to come up. So this arm, we'll have to keep this arm down because the light is coming from, coming from this way. So that'll be the arm you can play around with. Oh my goodness, Brent, that is crazy. I don't even want to take another shot. That's the shot. Wow. All right, let's get some video of this. Okay. This is gorgeous. All right. So one thing I have been trying to do is not to overshoot. Once I get my shot, maybe take a couple extra ones just to make sure they'll focus, have a few options, but not to overshoot, because we all know what it's like having 50 identical shots when you get home. And you got the shot and you know you got the shot, go ahead and move on. We actually had a little visitor try to come in, sneak in the shoot, so we got him on camera too. Well, bye then. Like, oh, y'all ain't got food? I'm out. Also, there's always people in the background, so just trying to avoid them. I know that the beach doesn't belong to us, so I'm not gonna ask them to move. I'm just gonna move around and try to get them out of the shot as much as possible. And if I do get them in the shot, I just edit it later. So around this time of the shoot, the sun was starting to set, and it's the beautiful golden hour. One of the biggest challenges when you're shooting during golden hour, especially when the sun is behind your subject like this, is getting the right exposure. If you expose just for the background, then the model ends up super dark. But if you expose for only the model, then you can easily blow out all the beautiful details of the sky. What I usually do is slightly underexpose the subject or model by about 2/3 of a stop. That way, I preserve all that dynamic range, keeping all the colors in the sky, capturing enough details in the skin. And then when I get home in post, I bring up the shadows just a little bit without losing all the natural contrast. Or I can just add a little more contrast back. There you go. All right, and then I'm coming back to face. Now, yeah, there you go. All right, let's get out. And now comes the most important part to me, is the color grading. So once I have the exposure balanced, color grading is what really ties the shoot all together. For this look, I lean into the warm golden tones from the sunset, and then I bumped up the oranges and the yellows just slightly, but I kept the skin tone looking natural. Hey, so I appreciate you guys like always for coming by, checking out my video, Money Shot Mondays. I promise I'm trying to be more consistent. Now that I'm finally settled in Texas, I want to start ramping up shooting so I can get more material out to you guys. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drop the raws from this photo shoot. Some of the raws, not all of them obviously, but some of the raws from this photo shoot, so you guys can edit them, play around with the color grading. I would love to see your creativity. If you want that, or if you want the link for the raws, just comment below. I will shoot you a link for them, or just go by my website, shoot me a message on there. I get it to you. Thank you as always, and just keep liking, subscribing, commenting on the videos. Please share the video.